I also need to extend our heartfelt appreciation to you as an individual and the colleagues. Right Honorable, you took over the medical bills of my daughter when I could not, and then even after, with that appreciation, yeah, it was a lot of money, what they call money. So personally, I appreciate. But also, on a political note, Right Honorable Speaker, you formerly worked as a lecturer at MOBS, and our own Busoga, Dr. Prof.Balunywa, they are witch hunting him because they are saying he illegally recruited 2 staffs whose names are not being shown anywhere. Me, what I know, this is a selective application of justice. Right Honorable Speaker, of recent they had just selected you as a second member. Please, this could be political so that they see how you will revamp part of the Basogas who are your own. Right Honorable Speaker, Busoga gave you a lot of votes for sake. Do us a favor and come to the rescue. Balunywa has not done anything. Busoga, it is really, this is too bad for us. Basalirwa, Mariam, we all come from Busoga. Let us join voices and we rescue Balunywa.
Honorable Panado, I like the way you can smuggle in something. I thought you're in communication, but the issue of Professor Balunywa is being handled. It's being handled. Yes, it's being handled. Yes.
Thank you, and I want to thank Honorable Panado for raising this issue. Dr. Speaker, we understand Professor Balunywa will be coming back to court on Friday. But the issue he raises is significant in the sense that the manner in which Professor Balunywa's charge sheet was amended at the bar, and yet all this time they've been wanting him in court, speaks of volumes. I think it is important for us to ask these people in positions of authority to stop abusing government institutions. You cannot be looking for a person.
Honorable Basalirwa, this issue is in court.
There is nothing sub judice about this matter. Those who are saying it's sub judice, you don't know the rules of sub judice.
Basalirwa, Honorable Basalirwa, Honorable. Actually, I expected you to come and give me a feedback. I assigned you a duty yesterday. I don't know why you are coming on the floor instead of coming and we discuss. I gave you work yesterday to go and sort it out. No. Stop being irresponsible. You want to think you're more attached to Balunywa than me? I am more attached to Balunywa. Next item.
Your communication, Madam Speaker.
Okay, Lob.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to join you in welcoming colleagues back from this short, long, whatever the case may be. It's sad that government is not properly constituted here yet. My colleague mentioned that there is 5 dozens of ministers. That's actually not entirely true. There are 6.5 dozens when you to do the math. So it's important that representation here gets to be good. Honorable Speaker, I have 2 quick issues. There's a lot that's been happening during recess, but now that we are here, I thought that I would bring these 2 quick issues of government. We have had, and Honorable Speaker, I'm sure you have taken note of media reports showing that there is a deal that's been agreed upon between the US government and the Uganda government to bring US deportees here. We don't know whether they are former criminals or whatever current, whatever the case might be. The Minister of State for Internal Foreign Affairs, Honorable Okello Oryem, denied these reports initially, but then the reports persisted days later. I think it's important for government to help us understand here. Is it true? If so, how? What's the arrangement? What kind of people are these? Do they not have their countries where they originally come from? Why Uganda? And if Uganda, where? I think all of these issues need to come through. And if the reports are untrue, it would be good that they clarify here on the floor of Parliament and say it is entirely untrue. Then we know how to proceed. But if it is true, let's not operate surreptitiously. The country needs to know who are these. Somebody might wake up and there is a criminal as their neighbor and they have no idea. The second issue and final issue, Right Honourable Speaker. For the umpteenth time, Right Honourable Speaker, I've raised issues to do with prisoners who, as a result of the Supreme Court ruling on the 31st of January this year, which was to the effect that civilians have no place before military courts. And all those files should be transferred to civilian courts. That was an order of the Supreme Court. Up until now, Honourable Speaker, that has not happened. Each time we raise the issue here, the Attorney General has said, well, Article 120, the DPP cannot be ordered around. The DPP, who is now exiting that office to become principal judge, has not moved. We get back to you, government. What is happening? Honourable Speaker, there has been two recent rulings. One, Sexton Koyasin, also known as Machete versus Uganda, and another, Agaba Anthony, also known as Boldiang versus Uganda. These two were sent to jail by the court-martial. Now, the court-martial is functus official, no longer has any jurisdiction over them. They went to the High Court to seek bail as their cases get to be processed whichever way. There is two rulings here, one by the Honourable Justice Professor Andrew Hauha and the Honourable Justice Emmanuel Baguma that I want to lay here. These rulings are to the effect, court was saying, we cannot entertain a matter which has not been properly brought before us as the High Court. So the High Court was saying, the Supreme Court said those files should be transferred to the civilian courts, the High Court. That has not happened yet. And so court is saying, you go back to jail because for us we don't have any authority over you. There is ping pong, Right Honourable Speaker. Rights are being trampled upon. Justice is not being served. Where should these people go? Because that would also mean they are illegally in jail. Because the court-martial that sent them to jail is functus official, has no authority over them anymore. The High Court, which should be entertaining their matters, is saying, you're not before us, we don't know you. Where should they run to? Honourable Speaker, government needs to clarify this matter. Are they in perpetual violation of a Supreme Court ruling? What's happening exactly? We need to know. And I've tabled the ruling, Right Honourable Speaker. Thank you.
I think we shall get a clarification from the Act. But then on the first one, we have a gateway to it. We should not just speculate that there was an agreement. We will ask the minister to bring a report as per Rule 41 of the Rules of Procedure. That is presentation of treaties, protocols, or international agreements before Parliament. So we'll expect that from the minister responsible. Yes, the proposal on table.
Right Honourable, I beg to lay on table the proposal to borrow up to euros 188.18 million, an equivalent of UA 150 million from the African Development Bank, and euro 28.31 million, equivalent to UA 22.57 million from the African Development Fund as additional financing for the construction of Segampigi Expressway project. I beg to lay.
Thank you. Pursuant to Rule 162.2 of Rules of Procedure, the loan proposal stands referred to Committee of National Economy.
Report on public debt, grants, guarantees, and other financial liabilities for the financial year 2024-2025.
It's governed by a robust legal regime spelled out in the 1995 Constitution. The Public Finance Management Act 2015, the Treasury Bill Act 1969, the Treasury Accounting Instructions 2017, and the Bank of Uganda Act 2000, among others. Article 159(4) of the Constitution and Section 39(4), 42(2), 42(3), 44(5) of the Public Finance Management Act 2025 variously requires the Minister of Finance to furnish Parliament with the periodic reports on the public debt, guarantees, and financial liabilities. And pursuant to Rule 32(1) of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament, I want to invite the Minister of Finance to table the report in regard to the public debt. Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, I beg to lay on table a report on public debt, grants and guarantees, and other financial liabilities for financial year 2024-2025. I beg to lay.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, pursuant to Rule 184 of the Rules of Procedure, the report stands referred to the Committee of National Economy for expeditious consideration. National Economy, you have a lot of work, and we need all these reports. Next.
Item 3.5.